So, what am I going to do today? Look at some chickens. The farmer's inside. I wonder... Is he looking? Wait. Go, 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 go. Die, chicken. How's it going, guys? You're probably looking at me going, why are you wearing bronze armor? Why are you stood outside the chicken pen? Well, today I just wanted to make a low-level money-making guide for beginner players, people who have just started off. Now, the first two money-making methods in this video are going to be completely free of any sort of skill requirements, just so you can sort of build your way up. There is some really good money-making methods in here, and to be honest, considering they're over 1 mil an hour on some of them, they are good for even you medium or high level players if you just want to do something different. So let's just get right into it. The first one we're going to look at is killing chickens. Make sure the farmer doesn't see you. So you can find the chicken farm just north of Lumbridge Teleport Lodestone. Now if you look on the map, you can see it says you're here near where the chicken farm is, and you can see your marker right next to the lodestone. So if you teleport to that lodestone and just run north, across the bridge, over the river, and then run north a little bit more, you'll find the chicken farm just there. If you've done the quest that takes you into the Lumbridge dungeons, right at the beginning, you'll have some weapons called Reese's offhand sword and Reese's main hand sword. You also get a staff and a charge bow that don't need any ammo, so you can pick whichever style you want to use when you first get here. However, if you just bring those with you, that way it's going to reduce any cost. I'm just using the swords at the moment, and just start killing the chickens here. If you jump into the settings tab and turn on area loot, you can look at this in my interface guide on my channel if you want to have a look and find out about that. Start killing the chickens and then area loot, loot all. You can see that was 6k already. I would recommend, if you get any bones, just burying them. However, mine's doing it by itself just because of my bone crusher. Don't worry about that, you'll get the bones. Pick everything else up, and then once you've got a full inventory, I'll show you where to bank now. Now that our inventory is full, we're going to want to open this gate again if it's shut on you, and run back down south past the path. And once you get to that bridge, you're going to want to cross over the bridge. I'll just keep the whole thing going in one clip so you can follow me just in case you get a little bit lost. Cross the bridge and then come here. You can see on the map where my flag is. That's the Lumbridge training area, and there's a bank chest just here. So if you go into here and then just bank everything into there, come out back of that, and you can make your way back over to the chicken farm. So if you keep repeating this method for an hour, you can expect over 1 mil an hour depending on how quick you are, and make sure you're using that area loot. It will save you a lot of time. Kill loads of chickens and then area loot everything at once. Don't worry about looting every individual item. And then what you can get from this is 20,000 combat experience and about 3.5 thousand prayer experience if you're burying the bones as well. So it's pretty good to start off with. You're going to level up your combat skills, you're going to get a little bit of prayer experience, and you're going to be making about 1 million gold an hour. Now this will speed up as you level up a bit, but chickens will get to the point where you can one hit them pretty quickly. So don't worry if you're not getting 1 mil an hour in the first hour, you'll probably get it in the second hour. Once you've been killing chickens for a little while, if that's what you decide to start off with, you are going to want to come to Varrock, which is just north of Lumbridge. You can see your marker here is Lumbridge. Go north to Varrock, and then in the northwest corner you're going to see the Grand Exchange. So make your way over to the Grand Exchange, and then when you're here, just run up north inside there, and we'll get to the Grand Exchange here, where we can sell what we've gathered from the chickens. Once you open the Grand Exchange, if you just click on your items and click sell, bring your price down a bit if you need to sell them quickly, and sell everything off. Everything from the chickens should sell pretty quickly, and it'll just give you that little bit of starting cash ready for our next method. Our second method is going to be picking bananas and putting them into baskets. Now this can make you up to about 900,000 per hour. It just gives you that little break from chickens if that's what you've been doing and you want to change, or if you don't want to do chickens at all. However, you are going to need around about 18,000 gold just to get started on this, so I would recommend doing something just to pick up that little bit of cash. So what you need for this is 23 empty baskets, 1 amulet of glory, and a ring of dueling. And the reason for this is the glory is going to teleport you to the bananas, and we're going to use the ring of dueling to bank. It's just a bit cheaper to use a ring of dueling than bank with your glory as well. So let's just go ahead and get to the banana farm, and I'll show you how to get there now. If you just right click or hold click if you're on mobile on your amulet of glory and press rub, and then go to Karamja, and then once you've teleported there, you will arrive right next to the banana trees here, as you can see, just the big tall ones just over here. If you're like me and forgot to unnote your baskets, just make a trip back to the bank and just make sure those baskets are unnoted and in the inventory. Bring all 23 of them and equip your jewelry just so you can keep them out of your inventory to keep that space. You're going to want 5 free inventory spaces when you do this. Now, if you bring up your action bar and drag one of the baskets onto one of the slots, make sure it's an empty basket that you put in on there. This will just make it easier to fill up the baskets once you've got the 5 bananas in your inventory. So if we just start clicking on one of the banana trees here, you can see you get a banana. Each tree has 5 bananas on it. It's very convenient considering you can fit 5 bananas in a basket. So once you've got your 5 bananas in your inventory that you can see there, click on your basket on your action bar and it will fill it up for you. And you can see the first one is now a bananas 5 basket. So click on the next tree and pick up another 5 bananas. Once you've done this to collect all of your baskets so that they're full, you will want to take these to the bank. I'll just finish this one basket now, and we will use our ring of dueling. If you hold click on that and go to Castle Wars, that will take you to the closest bank that you're going to be able to get to efficiently. So once that's loaded up, go to your bank and put in the bananas. Now, if you've only bought all of the baskets, if you've only bought 23 of them, you're going to need to sell these baskets of bananas and then buy some more. Now, I only had the minimum cash to start this. If you've got some cash already from killing chickens or anything like that, buy up some bulk of baskets and then fill up as many as you can and then sell them on, and that'll increase your profit for you. Once you've basketed up all your bananas and then got back to the Grand Exchange, I've only got my 23 for now. However, if you've got more baskets of them, then that's just more money for you. If you just pop those into the Grand Exchange, drop them by about 5 or 10%, they usually don't sell instantly, but they will sell over time. I promise you this, they will do. Just leave them in, have a little bit of patience, they will sell. And you can see that original 16,000 has turned into 34k, and that's just off one trip. If you did the full trip for the Amulet of Glory, you'd be able to quadruple that as you get 4 teleports with that. So just stick to it, get on with it, and you can get 900k an hour with this method. I would still recommend, however, going to the chickens and doing that, just because with bananas you're not going to get any experience per hour, and as a new player, experience and leveling up your skills is going to benefit you a lot more than just having a little bit of cash. It's nice to have some money, but if you can make money and level up your skills at the same time, that's something that I would definitely recommend to do instead. Our third money making method is going to be an AFK one. Well, slightly more AFK than the others. So if you just bring yourself back to Lumbridge at the teleport stone, this one's going to be based inside the castle on the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor. There's a bank up on the 3rd floor and there's a spinning wheel on the 2nd floor, and we are going to be spinning wool into balls of wool. So we're up here on the top floor and there's a bank just here in the middle, so that's where you're going to be picking up your wool from your bank and then depositing the balls of wool into the bank. So run out of here and go down this south staircase here. Click that once to go to the 2nd floor, and then when you're here, the very first room, there's a spinning wheel just here inside behind the door. Click on that and then press craft ball of wool. Now this will give you 50 seconds to go AFK for, so we'll be back after the 50 seconds is up. Our 50 seconds is nearly up, but I just wanted to show you, if I examine one of these wools first, you can see it's 800 GP for a normal bit of wool, and then if we examine the ball of wool, it's 1253, so you are getting a nice bit of profit there. So once they're done, you can go back to the staircase and click climb up staircase. If you right click it, it gives you that option rather than having to go through a chat option. Go up, go to the bank and deposit it. All you're going to do now is rinse and repeat this for the hour. Now, Once you've done this for the hour, you can expect around about 650,000 gold per hour doing this. You're also going to get about 3.5k crafting experience. Nothing too much, but from level 1 it's going to level you up a few times to do that, so that's pretty good. You are going to need a bit of money to start doing this method, but seeing as you can kill chickens for over 1 million an hour, I would recommend doing that at first anyway, and by the time you've done that you'll have some money to put into doing this if you wanted to do something a little more AFK. I only included this method as a lower money making method just because it is AFK. Now the next one is going to be 1.2 mil an hour. You're going to need a little bit of skill requirements, but it's easy enough to get. So let's go to that one now, and we'll take a look at 2 more money making methods. This method is going to be spawning spider eggs with an egg spawn scroll and a spirit spider familiar. You are going to need 10 summoning to do this, however you're going to be able to make up to 1.2 mil an hour, and 10 summoning is really easy to get. Once you've collected a few charms and just sort of made some pouches, you'll be able to get up to 10 summoning pretty fast. So once you've got that, you're going to want to buy some of these spider egg spawn scrolls from the Grand Exchange, some summoning potions. You'll probably need a few more than this, it depends how long you're going to be doing it for. I'm only doing an example. And you're going to want to buy a spirit spider pouch off of the Grand Exchange as well. All those don't cost too much to buy, however the spiders do last 15 minutes, so you're going to need to get 4 of those for the hour. Now once you've got all that, come here to Berthorpe. Just for an example, you need to be somewhere that's not like the Grand Exchange so you can summon these eggs. Now once you're here, if you click on your pet options here and go to follower details, nope, that's a lie, go to select follower interaction, sorry, and once you're there you can see familiar and there's all the tick boxes here. Make sure special move is selected and then press confirm. What this will let you do is if you just click on the summoning icon down here now, you'll see your character spawns eggs. Now the good thing about this is if you've got area loot on again and you press summon eggs again, you go on that, you can see there is plenty of eggs for me to pick up here. Press summon eggs, pick them up again, and just keep repeating this. Once you've done that, eventually you're going to get to a point where you have no more summoning points left. As you can see, it didn't let me summon some more when I click it there. So if you click on a summoning potion and click that again, it'll let you carry on. So once you run out of points for your special move, just sip a summoning potion and just keep picking up these eggs. Once you've picked up the eggs, you're going to be able to bank them just over there at the Berthorpe bank, and this can net you up to 1.2 mil an hour, so it is a really good money making method. Now the only problem that we're going to get with this is that it's another skill that's not going to give you any experience really worth talking about. It gives you 250 summoning experience, and that's just not that much at all. So like I say, it's good to make the money while you've got the option. 1.2 mil an hour is really good, especially for a new player. However, you're going to want to focus on leveling up your skills. So my final method for you guys to look at is going to be focused on leveling up your combat skills while making money. It's not going to be as high a money maker as this one, but it is going to make you a decent amount of money while you're leveling up your skills. So the final method, guys, is going to require 17 Slayer, and I'd recommend probably around about 40 or 50 combat for this. I've just brought a charge bow for this. I recommend a ranged weapon, be it magic or range itself. So where we're going to start this is in the Lumbridge Swamp Caves. So if you teleport back to Lumbridge, you can see where it says your marker there, and follow the map southwest until you get to the Lumbridge Swamp here. Once you get into this area, you can go into the caves down here, and when you're down into the caves, you're going to need a candle as a light source, or you can get any other sort of light source. So once you've got here, run to the west. You're probably going to get hit by this hand here and take a little bit of damage. Don't worry too much about that. Run south over this little space here, and then look for the cave slimes. So once you're here, to start attacking these cave slimes. I'm using the charge bow just because you don't need any ammo for the charge bow, so it's going to save you a bit of money. I'd recommend you bring the best weapon that you can. These drop swamp tar, so if you take that and just pick up the swamp tars, this can make you up to about 550k per hour. Now all the slime creatures are moved a bit around the room, so just keep an eye out for them and look for them, and make sure you pick up the swamp tars. They can drop between 1 to 6 of them. Once you've done this for an hour, like I say, you can get about 550k. The reason I recommend this over most of the other methods in this video for you guys that are new players is because you're going to get about 40,000 combat experience as well while doing this. So you're going to be progressing your character as well as making a decent amount of money. So I would highly suggest that once you can do this, that you can actually come here and do it, because like I say, progressing your character for a lower player is going to benefit you a lot more than making a little bit of extra gold per hour. Once you've finished killing those guys, the tars do stack in your inventory, so you can stay there as long as you like. Bring them to the Grand Exchange and put them in here to sell. Swamp tars do sell pretty quick, so that's fine. And then that's the end of that method. And that also brings us to the end of the video, guys. So as always, guys, I hope that I've helped you out and given you a few ideas that you can look at for progressing your character and progressing your bank. Like I said throughout the video, I do recommend that you progress your character at the beginning while making money, if possible, rather than just making money and not leveling up your skills, because the end of the game, when you've leveled up your skills, is a lot better to reach than if you've just got loads of money but you can't do anything with it because you've not got any requirements for it. So once again, guys, I will see you in the next video. Like and subscribe if you did like it. Let me know what I can do better if you didn't like it, and take care. See you later. Bye.